Thank you.
Thank you. Would like to go on to that one. Henry, would you like to say a few words, please?
Very much, thank you. Chairman and Consort, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm extremely proud to be here this evening representing Combat Stress. Through my hobby magazine, I've been raising funds for the charity for several years now, and I've managed to raise about £12,000 so far. So I can say with experience that managing to raise £10,000 for charity in the space of a year is an extraordinary achievement.
Well done.
Why did I choose Combat Stress? I'll tell you why. First of all, I now realise that my own father was probably suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. He'd served with the Fleet Air Arm during the Second World War, and like millions of others at that dreadful time, he witnessed some appalling things. Also, like millions of others, sadly, he kept a stiff upper lip and would have felt ashamed to have spoken about or sought help for what he was suffering from. I was very young when he died, but I still remember his sudden mood swings and the tears whenever he spoke about the war, but he never got help. Even today, veterans don't come forward, on average, for 13 years after discharge before seeking help for post-traumatic stress disorder. During those 13 years, they often self-medicate with drugs or alcohol. Families fall apart. Loved ones are left bewildered and unable to cope with the partners whose personalities may have changed beyond all recognition. Even worse, suicide rates amongst veterans are shocking. Just as a little example, during the Falklands War, 255 British sailors, airmen and soldiers died. Since the Falklands War, there have been 264 suicides. This is a terrible toll, and one we must not accept. Fortunately, Combat Stress is doing a remarkable job, turning every penny we raise into direct action to heal these unseen wounds. The charity is currently helping over 5,200 veterans to cope with depression, anxiety, PTSD and other mental disorders. During the year 2011 to 2012 alone, they received 1,500 new referrals. So the money you've raised is absolutely vital, enabling the charity to provide counselling, short-stay clinical treatment, outreach teams, liaison officers for the reservists, family counselling and a 24-hour helpline. But just as important as the money is the effect that you've had on raising awareness and eliminating the stigma attached to mental illness amongst veterans. Just think of the suffering that we could prevent if we could bring down that average from 13 years to 10 or 5 or even less. I've been privileged to meet some of the veterans helped by Combat Stress, as I know you have. You'd be surprised who they are, ranging from Major Generals who were traumatised by what they witnessed in Bosnia, to paratroopers who fought in the Falklands War, people who just drive trucks in Afghanistan, because these days you don't know who the enemy might be, tankies who served in Iraq, and sadly many others. And with so many reservists and territorials now seeing multiple tours of duty in combat operations, these people are living amongst us. They're serving at our local shops, they're working in the office right next to you. But all of them that I spoke to, when asked, what difference has combat stress made to your life? They answered with one voice, they saved my life. Mm-hmm. So I'm here to offer my thanks to Councillor Smee and her husband Bill, not only from Combat Stress itself for all the incredibly hard work you've done organising events and making them run so incredibly successfully, but also from the veterans themselves, whose lives you're literally helping to save. Thank you.